When you started journalism, I'm sure you might be having certain ideas about how you'd go about it. I wanted to know how much of it has changed and how much of it has persisted.
Not much. I joined journalism with a lot of idealism, like most journalists. We think our words will change the world. For most of us, it doesn't. I mean, like it does. I mean, there is some appreciation, but like with overtime, it's also important to become introspective. Like as journalists, like me, like personally, I entered this field thinking I put this field on a pedestal in like lots of ways, and that made me blind. Like I know the power of journalism. I appreciate the field. Like a lot of like international journalists have done incredible reporting. It's very important for these stories to come out, but I think like with me, I've also like it's like my time in this field has also like made me very introspective about the business of journalism. As you can see, like a lot of media outlets are shutting down. Vice News, Asia Pacific, which I was a part of, they shut down a couple of months ago. I don't work with them anymore because they don't have any Asia Pacific newsroom anymore. So I've become I think it's very important to, like sort of reflect internally and look at the problems of journalism, I guess. Look at the lack of representation, look at the business model. It is so flawed. It can't, it's not a very sustainable model. Like ultimately business, journalism is a business. So I guess when I entered the field, I was way more idealistic about the impact it's making, but what I didn't think about is how fair is the industry to journalists. Like journalism is built upon, like our stories, and I don't think it's fair to the journalists themselves. There's a major problem of global pay parities. The journalists in global south, they face far greater risks than in the global north. And I feel that even like global media, like they acknowledge the risks, but they don't do much. So I'm like, even though I joined this field with a lot of idealism, I am like at this point, I have a lot of criticisms about it, and all of them are like well founded. But yeah, I do feel there is still a lot of idealism, but I guess like it's like balance of idealism and like self reflection and criticism.